Welcome to my cake kitchen. I'm Gladys, and over here I make simple, informative tutorials to help you navigate baking and decorating easily. Today we are going to be decorating some simple Oreo cupcakes. Some Oreo cupcakes, which we are going to top with buttercream. Did I say buttercream? Oreo cream frosting. And box them, okay? If you're just joining me, oh, I keep going back and forth. Okay, let's do this over again, okay? Welcome. If it's your first time joining me, I'm Gladys. I love cake, and over here I make simple, informative tutorials to help you navigate baking and decorating easily. I baked these cupcakes about half an hour ago over there on TikTok. So if you want to see how I made these cupcakes, you want to check that video out. In the meantime, we're going to frost these with Oreo cream frosting. And we are going to top it up with some Oreo cookies and a bit more. There's not much we're doing here today. Oh, happy Tuesday. I hope your Tuesday is okay. If I feel a little bit distant, yeah. Okay. Let's get this in here. You should sit this in a tall glass. Okay, let's see. Okay, yeah. I am using the round tip. Fortnight. What is your full name, Fortnight? Welcome to the stream. Robbie Lee, welcome to the stream. Okay, let me wash my hands. Okay, we are putting some soil. These are Oreo, crushings of Oreo, okay? Matthew, good morning. Good morning. Christ. Okay. Let's. If you love Oreo cupcakes, we have Oreos here. Okay? Now, that has gone in. Let me see. Okay. Right, now let's go and put some more Oreos on these. There you have it. Okay. Oh. I'm feeling a little bit clumsy. If you can't see what I am doing, let me just give you a view of it. There you are. Some Oreo cupcakes. Whew. Now let me get my second drink. Lord. Ish. Tabitha, lovely. Good morning. Ha. Whew. I think I need a cup of tea, okay? We just decorated these Oreo cupcakes. For those of you who are literally just joining us, thank you for stopping by. Let's finish topping these cupcakes. And then I will make myself a hot drink, okay? Okay, cupcakes done. Now, let's leave these in the fridge to chill. And literally whilst that is happening, I'm going to get myself a drink. A hot one. For everyone here, hello there. Hello, 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 hello. I am Gladys. I love cake. Have I told you lately? Look, people. I am waiting for my kettle to boil. If I look very distant and confused, it's because I just need a hot drink so bad. And I mean so bad. Okay, hot water. Now, Tapeta, my love, how are you in there? How are you? How is life treating you? Great to have you back. I hope you all had a great weekend. Come tell me about your weekend. What have you guys been up to? Look, if you didn't know, it was cake, and more cake for me. Okay? I even came back here on a bonus live, and then there was more cake. And whilst we're at it, people, I need a favor. I need a favor. So listen up, yeah? All of you. Thank you for being here, though. How are you? I hope you're keeping well. Right. Here's the favor I need from you. In the chat, I am thinking of filming a Q&A because I know I'm the face of the channel and you see me a lot in the lives, in the short form. You hear my voice. And sometimes you see me, and there's the long format where like there's a lot of chaos and stuff like that. But I don't feel like I've done like a Q&A style video where you get to kind of see me talk about things, like general things. So here's the thing. I'm thinking of filming a Q&A. I need you to put all your questions. What question would you ask me? Put all of that in the chat, because then I can go and derive them. We'll put them in a jar, and then the video format is I pick, I don't know the answer. The question, I don't know what question I am answering on camera, and then I can take it, answer it on camera for you. That's the Q&A, because you know what? I haven't got the energy to film a whole like video format. And there is also Caking It with Gladys session, because the month is due. So we need to go back and kind of put together our month and then see what's happening in Cake World, Chaos Corner, Cake and Therapy, and the Q&A. So put your questions in the chat. Put your questions in the chat. Let's see. What question would you like to ask me? There's 24 of you. If each one of you, bear with me. If each one of you put in the chat a question you wanted to ask, that would be a full-on video. Like that would be an hour's video. But of course we're not doing that. We're doing a 10-minute session. So please put your question. Okay. Tapeta. That would be a good question to answer. Nicola, my love, sending you hugs. How are you? Nicola, now every time I see you, I'm a little bit mad at myself because I'm so jealous of your views though. The views you have over there. Oh my God. Those are some like serene, beautiful views over there. How are you? Right. Tapeta just asked, when you're in your kitchen, Gladys, and baking and then okay, when you're in your kitchen and baking makes you mad, do you just start hollering in Ghanaian until it turns? I'll answer it, and I'm sure I may have some video of some of my mad moments. So yeah. What are we baking today? We are not baking anything, honey. We were decorating some cupcakes, which we have done. There are some Oreo themed cupcakes. There are some Oreo themed cupcakes that are in the fridge. They are Oreo cream frosting, so they are not very stable. So I've just put those in the fridge to chill. But I baked the cupcakes over on TikTok Live. I don't know my way around TikTok, and that was my first attempt at a TikTok Live. So we baked the Oreo cupcakes. Yeah, Nicola, it is very early for Tabitha. Really early. She wakes up, I think, about 5 or something. I think I want to sit down, okay? It's Tuesday. I think I've got the Tuesday bag where everything seems so slow. Most people feel a bit slow on Mondays. But mind you, because look at me, I'm talking to myself over here. Yeah, that's a very tiny kitchen screaming for help. Okay, ignore me. Okay. Woo. Let me sit down. Can you see me? Can you see me? Okay. Mind you, I have been on TikTok at 11 o'clock. I was on TikTok, I think, about 11ish. So it's been a full-on live over there before I made it on here. So it's been a very long morning. Hello, everybody. Hello. I did ask a favor of you that there's 35 of you. Where are you joining us from? If you're in the chat, let us know where you're joining us from. If you're a baker, tell us if you are. If you have a baking related question, ask us. And if you don't have a baking related question and you have some good news in your life to share, tell us. What's your time zone, where you're joining us from, and how are you all today? There's 35, 38, nearly 40 people in the chat. Now, if I had 40 people at a table, that is my guest at my wedding, okay? That is a crowd. So over here, just in case you didn't know, over here, we are an engaged, full-on community, okay? It's important that you, whilst you're here, you interact so we know you. And then we can celebrate you. Nicola is 2:37 in Italy. Well, it's 1:38 here. So join us. And whilst we're at it, I was just asking a favor. And here's the simple favor. I'm trying to film a Q&A style video for the long form over the weekend. If we haven't met before, I'm Gladys. I love cake. Now ask me any question and I will go and I'll poll the questions. I'll put them in a tab and I'll come and pull them and answer them. People tell me these days, I am so breathless. Like I have tightness in my chest and I feel super breathless. Help me understand. I don't know what's wrong with me. Okay? Papeta said, good news, my neighbor with heart troubles is home. Looks like he didn't just have major heart surgery. Praise the Lord. Praise the good Lord. What a day to celebrate. Bless his heart. We celebrate with you, Tapeta. And we are so grateful that he is back home. May God continue to heal him, his human body, so he has a full-on recovery. Okay, people? James. Oh, James. I don't know you, but I like you. To be honest, I want to talk to you, but you have so many people in your chat. James. You want to talk to me? That's lovely. James, thank you for the compliment. You know what? We are an open book over here. So look, the people in the chat are my mothers, my nieces, my aunties, my sisters, and my friends. Look, we're a big old family. So you want to talk to me, you come to the family table. Okay, come sit at the table with us and have the conversation. So Tapita is my sister, my younger sister, the one who comes directly after me. Tapita, that's where you exist. Nicola is my big old auntie, okay? Like when she's like, Glad, I'm gonna need you to sit down. I do. So if you want to talk to me, James, here's the deal. Thanks for the compliment and thanks for showing up. More important, thank you for being so open about your intention to talk to me. Now, here's the question. I want to ask you what you want to talk to me about. And if it's not like intrusive, put it on the table. The family is all over here. If we like you, you'll be a winner for life. How is that for a deal? See, James, welcome to the family. You're meeting the aunties. They want to screen you, okay? But it's great to have you. It's great to have you. So I was just saying in the chat, people, if you have any questions to ask, just put them in the chat so that I can poll them, and then I'll film a video, a Q&A style video about them, and then we can all catch up on those. Okay? That said, look at the sisters and the aunties. There they go. There they go. They're trying to sit on your case, James. Lollipop wants to. Yeah. Lollipop is my cousin over there. There's the sister, the auntie, and the cousin. They will gather you, James. Oh, James said, I promise it's not intrusive. I've seen a beautiful woman and I want to talk to her. And to be honest, I have a sweet tooth. There's always got to be an interest there. I love you, James, okay? I love your intention. Like, James is like, look, she's pretty and she gives me the thing I love. What is not to love? People, give James some love over there, okay? James, whereabouts in the world are you? Are you in the UK? Are you comfortable revealing that? Are you in the UK or somewhere in? Because if you're in the UK, you know what I'll say is sit tight over there. You never know. If we have a drop in the stand shop sometime, you can make an order for a cake or something to go and eat. It can't be so bad. We love you, James. Thank you for sharing that. Look, he's like, oh, she's cute. But more than anything, she bakes. Okay, so James, if I had to bake for you, okay? Now, ignore the family members over here who start acting raw. It's you and I now. If I had to bake something for you, what would it be? Think of your most preferred baked item in dessert form or whatever. Okay, describe it. Let's see if we can help you. Okay, you never know. I might show up and bake it and eat it on your behalf. Now I know that's not fair, but it works. Okay. Carpenter, there may be enough pretty women, but not all of them can bake. Stop it. Oh, Carpenter, don't encourage it. We're still waiting for James to come tell us what he would like, though. Because this morning, all we did was, it's hot though, people. Is it as hot as it is, or I am hot? Okay? Okay, James says he's not a baker. His grandmother is, but I do know how to make a really good apple pie. I mean, James, you know your way around the kitchen. If you look, if you can make an apple pie, that's still a window, James. Come on. So I appreciate the honesty that you are not a baker, okay? But if you can make an apple pie, look, all you ever need, okay, James, all you ever need in this life is one thing you're good at, and then go to town on it. So if all you can do is a good apple pie, as long as it doesn't have soggy bottoms. We don't want soggy bottoms. We want the crust crispy and the insides yummy. And I don't like my apple pies too, the word I want to use is too tart. Okay, so I like a bit of sweet apple, and I want some brown sugar so it's caramelized. Is that too technical to achieve? Well, we can just do a batter trade. We can swap. You make me an apple pie, I'll make you a cake. I mean, a cake or cupcake, whatever that looks like. But if you're ever interested in baking, I mean, the channel is awash with baking tutorials, right? And I'm sure you won't be too lost on what to do. All right. Yeah, true, Tapeta. Grandmas and mums are the absolute best, especially for old classic recipes like that. Old classic recipes like your apple pies and stuff like that. If grandma makes them, then you know you have a good recipe over there. Oh, James says he can't bake, but he'll take care of my engine and my car. Right. Are you a mechanic then, James? People, here's a quick word for everyone if you want to know. James is out here, right? James is handy with a car, can take care of your car, fix your engine, will make you apple pie, okay? He has a sweet tooth. All you've got to do is bake him a good cake that is yum. What do you think, people? There's a lot to love here, people. See, James, you're gonna be tap it and oh yes, tap it. James, where were you last week? Now I'm getting mad. James, where were you last week? Tabitha had car problems and ended up quitting her job. Where were you when we needed you, sir? Oh, the cousin is back. Lollipop, hi there. How are you, darling? Where have you been? Oh, you're a mechanic. Oh, wow. Yeah, we needed you last week, okay? We did. Which part of our world are you? Are you over here in if you're not comfortable divulging your location, that's fine. But we're just curious to know. You can generalize it, okay? Are you in the US or you're in the UK or you're somewhere else? Okay? We're just curious to get to know you. I mean, remember you're at the family table, James. You're sitting with all of us, okay? James, do you go to church? Because the family out here are all Jesus crazy. Okay, I gotta tell you. You know what? Lollipop. YouTube isn't helping me these days, you know. It's not putting up the notification so I can see it affects the views. But you know what? I am not even complaining. But yeah, maybe that's something. Nicola, you are terrible. I'm black, okay? I don't blush. It's makeup. Nicola, you are terrible. Nicola is like, Tabitha, do you see Gladys blushing? Oh, G is from South Africa. Lollipop, I got a takeaway pizza. Oh my God. That is a bit scary to get a pizza and have clear plastic. Oh, you're in the US? James. Here's the bad news, James. We can't even ship the dessert to you. You know why? Because the postage will be astronomical. That's annoying. Lollipop. Oh, our friend Lollipop bought a takeaway and she found plastic in. That's annoying. Nobody wants that drama, okay? Anyway, here's there's a friend in the chat who says here's the name is too long, so here, how are you? It's like, hi. Okay, whilst we are on the subject of the takeaway pizza and our dear Lollipop is well, great to have you back. What have you missed? Well, we just topped up some Oreo cupcakes with some Oreo frosting. We're going to be boxing them soon. In the meantime, welcome our new friend James, who is in the chat. James has a sweet tooth. He's a mechanic. James was like walking the streets of YouTube and he's like, there's a cute girl over there. She's chatting about cakes, and James has a sweet tooth. So he's like, I'ma just stop and say hello, okay? So we are indulging James over here a little bit, just for the fun of it. If we had cupcakes or dessert live, we would send James over some dessert. But unfortunately, we have nothing, okay? We have nothing for James except a cupcake of love and a hello, and we hope you are having a good day wherever you are. That's all, okay? Now, James, the family is full now. The cousin Lollipop is over here. The sister Tabitha is over there. The auntie Nicola is here. You are at the family table. And I was just asking you, do you love Jesus? Because all of them family members are Jesus crazy in different ways anyway. So James, James, I listen. James, this woman is taken, okay? It's okay. I hate to ruin it for you, but you are so good, though. You are so good and open with your intention, and I sincerely appreciate that, okay? we are glad to have you, though. You can be what do you call it, an honorable brother to the channel, okay? Stop around, catch up with us, you know, we don't bite, and everybody is invited to the table. You will always get a plate of food, some desserts, and lashings of love, and unsolicited advice. Nicola, Aunt Nicola, stop. Nicola, we need a brother for the channel. We need a brother for the channel, okay? Nicola is like, it's nice to see Gladys blushing. I'm black. We don't blush, okay? I don't know where you're seeing the blush. If you're seeing it over here, it's makeup. I'm kidding, right? James says he'd love to taste the sweets. Yeah, you know what? It will come. That is something that is in the works, okay? We are counting on your support and your being here to make that happen. I mean, I am primarily a custom cake maker, but I think I'm facing some uncertainty in the future, which is, yeah, I'll update you accordingly in due course. So part of that means I have to kind of reset the entire jig of what I'm doing over here. So if we do make it through, my hope is that we might have some accessible dessert options online where you can purchase. There will be a drop day and then pre-orders, and then you can get them shipped up to you. It's a completely new idea and a new venture for me, you know, and I'm still kind of navigating what that looks like. So if you stick around, who knows, those will come to you. So stay with us and you'll see. Lollipop. Lollipop, don't burst my bubble, okay? Lollipop says, Lollipop says, lemon pound cake. Yes, we made, was it the lemon? I can make you a lemon pound cake. I can make a lemon drizzle cake. In fact, when is the lemon drizzle? Well, I was supposed to be making a lemon drizzle on the weekend anyway. So I make all sorts of cakes, James, okay? Tapita, you are included. You are included. Maybe you and I would go to the... Look, who is coming to Italy? Who is coming to Italy with Nicola? Because we want to go and ravage the little village where Nicola lives so that we can go and have some nice pasta. Okay? Some nice cheesy pasta. Me too. Me too. I have just... Tapita, don't be that person. Don't you have a passport? Look at me sitting here eating my cream. Let's go get the cupcakes out, because I'm sure they have cooled enough. Lollipop, you don't own a passport. Lollipop. Okay. Let me get the cupcakes out. Okay. For those of you who just came in a little bit late. Oh, see what our lovely James has done. He's gone and donated to the channel. Oh my goodness. All of you show some love to our lovely James. James, thank you. God bless you for the effort. This donation you have made, may you receive it back in so many ways. We love you and we thank you for your support over here. Okay? There we are. This is what we did today. People in the chat, all the family members, come on, be kind and send James some love and support. Send him some hearts and yeah. Okay? James, thank you. Okay? Now, this is what we did earlier. The cupcakes themselves, oh God. The cupcakes themselves, we baked on TikTok. It was my first TikTok live. I don't know my way around it. But then we brought the cupcakes here and then we topped it with Oreo cream frosting. Oreo fresh cream frosting. And then the cupcakes with Oreo topping, and as you can see, What we need to do though is box these cupcakes up because they will be picked up at about 4 o'clock today. So we need to box them up. Okay. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, let's get these out of the way so I can get the box in shots. Can you see the box? No, not this one. Okay. There you go. Okay, there you go. I know you can't see what I'm doing. Bear with me. You'll see in a minute. Okay, there you go. There you go. There you go. Okay, there you go. I know this is the hard part. Believe me when I say this is hard for me too. When I make cupcakes, right, and I decorate them on a live, besides the fact that I have to eat them on your behalf, the other part is when I have to kind of package them. And I'm like, I could share this with you guys. Unfortunately, not always possible. So there we are. These are just 12 cupcakes that a customer is picking up at 4 p.m. today. It's almost like, James, I don't have a bakery, okay, not at the moment. I think it's the equivalent of what in the US you will call a micro home bakery, if you like. I bake from my UK based home kitchen. The brick and mortar bakery, no, but it's a home set bakery at the moment. What I do is not your commercial bakery style cakes. I am a custom cake maker, so everything that is ordered starts from the bake to finish. It's sort of made for each person and each individual. The scalability of that is fairly limited, okay? So I guess the reference I was making about changes that will happen in my future is to kind of readapt and sort of reset the business plan and the idea so that whilst we may not go full commercial style baking, we might be able to set ourselves somewhere between giving customers an option of the custom version and be able to also have like a wider variety of things that are created uniquely but preset for customers as well. So that's something we're working on the back end. So your support, you know, every time each one of you shows up here, thank you, Nicola. So the hope is that whilst that the bakery style thing is in process, actually the goal is to end up with a baking school where I have people who come and attend classes and yeah, learn to advance in their skill set. And that's where we are definitely. So every time you guys show up for me and are encouraging and invest your time and attention, all of that does not just like, that goes a long way, okay, to support us over here. And I cannot tell you how grateful I am. But more than anything, James, for you to stop by, be such a good sport, to engage with us, and more so to make a donation to the channel. Thank you, okay? Right, I was just looking at the cupcakes over there. So my good people, Thank you, Nicola. Look at you. Look, we are still at the family table. You know? I have, James, just so you know, I have a bunch of crazy family members over here, okay? They're crazy. They're crazy like me, but I love them, okay? You come into baking school with me. Oh, that would be fun. Lollipop, come on. Your owl better not be late. Well, if it's late, we're all late together. Okay? What's Tapeta saying? Tapeta, could you imagine how spendy it would be for me to go to school with Gladys? Oh, God. I think that would be exciting, Tapeta. Tapeta. I mean, Tapeta. That would be a good thing. Come on. Think of good things. It would be more than exciting. Look, the excitement I would feel like waiting for you to come to class. You have no idea. Okay? Let's see. What am I doing here? Yeah. Oh, I did try to eat one of the cupcakes. And that's what we have. Except I've had two already. I don't want to be Lasso Kid. Lasso Kid is back. Lasso Kid, darling. How are you? Look at me. Dancing. Lasso Kid, darling. How are you? Professor. Oh, Professor. Professor Val. Is it Val? Professor Val. Thank you. Thank you. We appreciate. Thank you. You know what? It's your time and attention that keeps me going. So if you think I'm doing a good job, back to you, okay? Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for putting a kind word into the universe. And thank you for being here with us today, okay? James, thank you. You are always welcome. If you ever make it to the UK, you know what? I think I have a public face now. So if you really wanted to find me, I'm sure you would. Okay? But yes. Oh, following my dreams. Sometimes you don't have an option. You just got to go, honey. Sometimes not pursuing your dreams is the luxury. Because this shit out here is hard, you know. Okay? I got to tell you, it's hard. Like, can you imagine doing something for nearly 18 hours a day? Going to sleep, waking up and starting all over again. And I've been at it for the last 10 years plus. And I ain't got the money to show for it. And there is no guarantee for success. But then I recognize that success is only defined per individual need. So my success is being able to put something in the world, to be excited and be passionate about it, to be able to grow with it, okay? So the skill I have hasn't always been perfect. The skill of making cakes, it is something I have grown with as time has gone on. Showing up here hasn't always been this seamless. And yes, some days I show up when I am not feeling it. I just have a community that is just supportive of me, and I'm incredibly grateful for all those moments. But that's what I've got to do to keep my life going. If I didn't do that, you know what? I'd be depressed. I know it. I know it because I've been there before, okay? If I didn't have like a purpose that I woke up to. I mean, I have a whole family and commitments to take up, but you just need something to fill your pot and make you feel joy. And mine is cakes, and I hope yours is cars or something else. What is it? Tell us about you too, James. Okay, Professor. James, you've been doing your research. Yes, I ended up on the BBC. I don't know how that happened, but it was such a great time. I had such a great time. Actually, the goal is to end up on a food show. Not like, if it was, because I'm not a food channel, I'm a cake making channel. But cake is food. You know what I'm saying? My goal is to end up on a cake related show, either in mainstream media or on Netflix or something. I don't know. It'd be exciting to get there. Am I working my ambition to get over there because that's my definition of success? No, okay? Success is what I'm doing here, meeting all you strangers. We are separated by a screen. You could hardly tell who I am by just looking at me, but I hope you can feel the vibe, and it's exciting. And I hope you can feel the joy and what I put out in the world. And that in itself is enough success for me, to wake up and know that there's a community of people who have exercised a choice to be supportive of me is beyond success for me. Now let that translate into the money. But yes, that's me going on a tangent and a long-winded way to say, yeah, I ended up on the BBC, and it's still like, I can't even, I know I did make a video or two. I made a TikTok video when it happened because I was right in the middle of my feelings about it. But after that, I don't want to talk about it because it just feels so like, how do I call it? Like tooting my own horn a little bit. Like, no. But yes, I did. Well, James said he will buy a cake just based on the looks, but it's a plus. Oh dear. Oh dear. Thank you. Look, I am fangirling, okay? I am out here feeling a little bit. Nicola says, oh, you're blushing. Yeah, when a black girl blushes, you know it's bad. Okay. James, thank you. Look, James, you've got all my family members feeling you up there, okay? That said, yeah, we'll see. Tatiana is back, our boss chick. Well, now Tatiana is my boss, okay? I've got the crazy family members, and then I've got Tatiana the boss, okay? When Tatiana enters the chat, all the madness goes away, okay? Because Tatiana is our HR. Tatiana, how are you, my lovely? I hope you've had a great weekend. How are you keeping? You haven't missed much, by the way. All we did was frost some Oreo cupcakes. Here are the leftovers. Okay, we did a box of those. We have a new friend in the chat, Tatiana. We have a new friend, James, in the chat, who is engaging with us, and we are having fun and indulging him too. Putting joy in the world is a good thing, James. And if that's a goal of yours, thank you. I guess I am lucky to be a recipient of such love and joy, plus the community here today. But whether you're here or off screen, I hope you continue to bring joy to many in small ways. You know, sometimes the little joys we feel is the kindness of expressing a good morning to the old woman at the bus stop or on our way to work, a helping hand to the next person. So yes, if that's a goal of yours, it doesn't have to cost you anything. A little bit of self-value, and some joy in the world, it will always come back to you, you know. If I tell you, some days I look at myself, I think, how am I even still alive? Like, there are some stuff that you look back on, you're like, I am here. And that is simply because sometimes, here's the lesson, sometimes our existence in this life is not self-serving, you know. It's not about us or for us. It is because someone is supposed to earn from your existence here. So there's a greater reason for you to live and to exist in this world. So for that, don't ever lose an opportunity to be kind in whatever way that looks like. That's the word. Okay? Who's joining us from Alaska? Do I have any tip for cheesecake? Right? Tatiana is asking a question. Tatiana, what did I do over there? I lost that one. Okay, Tatiana is asking a question. Tatiana, I am not the expert on cheesecake. The only cheesecake I could give you insight on is a no-bake cheesecakes, which is what I have used the cheesecake filling for topping some of my simplistic cakes over here. I think if you're looking for cheesecakes, Tapita might be the good person to talk to. Tapita, bring your cheesecake self here. See, all of you family members. Okay, so let's reintroduce each other again. There is Nicola, the big old auntie. Okay, there's Tapita, the younger sister. There's Lollipop, the cousin. There is Tatiana, our HR friend. We met her at work. She's serious, but she has like a softer side that you can tap into. You can go sit down, talk to her about anything, and she will give you the sanest advice over here. Okay, that is us over here. Okay, so you see, I told you, Tatiana, I told you if you want a cheesecake, you better speak to this woman from Oregon. I said Vlad. Okay, Val, Prof, thank you for being here. Prof is sending us a clap in the chat. Right? What am I missing? God, you know what? My belligerent self, when I think of Alaska, I think of the polar bears. Is that too far from reach? Am I reaching when I think Alaska is just full of polar bears? Who's been to Alaska? Tatiana, are you headed to Alaska? Moose and bears. Tatiana, make sure you are safe. Okay, honey, we want you back here, whole and safe with your entire family. Okay, so go have a good time. You're going next week. All of us, can all of you in the group, can we all say a group goodbye in advance? And come back and tell us all your experience in Alaska. Okay, come back. Are you driving there? That's such a dumb question, but my brain is like, I just want to know, what are you doing? Like, are you, where you're located, is it a driving distance? I know America is so big, you could be driving 12 hours and still haven't got to your destination. Okay. Oh, Tatiana is in Texas. How far is Alaska from Texas? Dumb question, but curious. How far is Alaska from Texas? And how are you traveling? Are you traveling via plane or you're driving? What is it like? Like, it's about an 8-hour flight in the same country. You know what? 8 hours, you are in Ghana. From the UK to Ghana is 6 hours. Add in what do you check in and all of that. And then you go from the same country to another state in the same country, and it's 8 hours. Oh, you people! No wonder you're a whole continent on your own. Like, as in Americans, like, besides the state, you're a whole continent. Because it's like, why is it so big? Why have I got to travel 8 hours within the same, like, location? I know that. Oh, okay. Now we are learning something new every day. So are we saying Canada cuts between the Alaska and parts of the US? Why is that? Why am I saying Canada is in between? Tabitha said, yeah, Tabitha, you're justifying your reason for not having a passport, because Tabitha said that's why I have no passport. It takes forever to travel in my own country. Oh, wow. You're like, I'm too poor to travel. You know what? We underestimate the effort it takes to travel, notwithstanding the cost, but sometimes the effort, packing up a bag. I don't know how people kind of make traveling. I guess other people will be saying they don't know how I make what I do. Because when I think about traveling through airports and whew, look, after a weekend of hanging out with my sister for her birthday, I was shattered. I needed a whole week to recover. And the travel for the celebration was about an hour and a half, including traffic. An hour and a half in and an hour and a half. And we slept over at our other sister's house anyway. So I had a whole weekend to kind of have a break from travel. And yet, I needed a whole week to recuperate. I don't know how people go through airports. I mean, if you're going on a trip like Tatiana is going, that's different. I mean, people who travel for, say, hobby, or who travel for work, and they're constantly going through airports. Hats off to them, I can't manage that. My head hurts. You know what, Lollipop? No wonder you people are my squad, because I feel the same, when I think about all the processes involved in doing something, maybe excluding cakes. I feel the same way about cakes. When I think about, say, if I have a 3-tier wedding cake to make, when I think about the outcome and the task, it's crippling, okay? I am overwhelmed, and it's like, I don't want to do this. But of course, it's my job, okay? And I don't want to be a letdown. So once I get in the processes, I kind of embrace it. The part of cake making that excites me is the creativity of it, the idea of it. I can dream about cakes all day. I don't enjoy the part of the decorating aspects of, like, trimming the cakes, crumb coat. I don't enjoy it. But I have embraced it as part of the creative process to derive my best outcomes, which is a well-presented cake. And I feel the same way about planning for things like travel, except the difference is because I'm not so passionate about it, I can opt out of it. I don't like traveling. And it's not, the money is a factor, I'll be honest. But if you paid me to travel, I don't know how I'll feel about it, because the thought of packing a bag, making it over here, it's just emotionally crippling for me. I just want to leave it. Just let's be done with this, shall we? So I don't know how people make a career out of it. But I guess I say that to say we all love different things. People love travel. I love cake. You love something else. And that's what makes the world go round. That's a good thing. Grace. Grace is in the chat. Our friend Grace. Lollipop and Tabitha, you are two peas in a pod. Tatiana loves planning and packing and cleaning my house. The next day to come home to it when we get. You know what? You're cleaning the house so that, you know what? I love cleaning. And yes, if I had to travel, I will accept the tasks that are related to it. But you see the joy I feel from reading your message. Like you saying, I love planning. It's something that's like me saying, I love baking. No, I may look like I've got it all together. I don't like that. I like a plan because it's necessary. It's not a passion thing for me. It's like, I like the certainty of having a plan, but I don't live by organized planning. I don't. Okay? But I guess we all say that to say we love different things. So, it's all a good thing. We're getting to know each other. But imagine all of us, okay, at the airport, arrivals and departure, going, bye, come back soon. That's us right here in this chat to you, Tatiana. Okay, so we hope you have a good time. We hope you have a good time and enjoy time with family. Come back and tell us all about it. Tatiana says when it comes to travel or goals, she likes planning, but she's also down. You know what, Tatiana, you have balance, okay? I guess that is the whole point of our existence. Have some sort of balance and moderation. So yeah, have a plan, chase your goals, but be down with the pajama. I want to be in my pajamas for a long time, okay? I don't want to be out here doing anything else, says the person who shows up on camera more than the average person. And one thing you won't see is me in my pajamas, okay? Would you? I can't think of a good reason why else, unless we were doing like a fun something where the pajamas is a costume, okay? Because let me tell you something controversial, okay? And I guess this is the part that will have you checking out of the stream. I'm no prude, okay? I'm no prude. But I do not understand. You know, they get ready with me. Now, boys, if you're a man in the chat, this is the part where you scratch your head and be like, leave the girls alone. Let them have their good time. But no, stay here with us. When I watch... I love to cook. Tatiana, I love cooking, okay? I love cooking and I love baking. I guess because the baking is now a business, a part of it has become a business, it functions differently for me now, but I love to cook. I'm a cooking and a baking girl, okay? What else do I love to do? I don't know. I'm just like a creative. So yeah, I guess the baking has now, the creative aspects of the baking has evolved from just making the cakes to visualizing the ideas for filming and developing all of that. So yes, but any meal ideas, you know what, for meals, because I am originally Ghanaian, my food preferences and home cooked meals are largely influenced by that. However, having lived in Europe for the best part of the last nearly 2 decades now, I have found a way to kind of bridge the gap between my authentic Ghanaian heritage, like us in the meals, and bringing a European twist. You may have heard about jollof rice, and if you haven't heard about it, don't worry. A quick Google search, you will know. I almost describe it as a sort of distant cousin of paella. But whilst paella is made to be very sticky and wet, jollof rice is a dry version. It's essentially rice cooked in seasoned tomato sauce. That's the whole point of it. And from my native Ghana, it has a lot of chili, as in chili in it. But because I have to adapt it to a European version, I don't do the chili anymore, which will be wild. If I serve my mom my plate of jollof rice, she will look at me twice and be like, who is this woman? Like, I don't know this girl. She can't cook. And that's because she can't feel the chili. She can't feel the salt anymore. It's different. But meal ideas, if we're looking at quick meals, homemade burgers will always have a win. And besides homemade burgers, what's this? The name has escaped me, but it's this thing that is made like when you sort of bake the eggs with your bacon, and frittatas. They're very quick to eat with salads, okay? These days, my go-to meal option is to kind of bridge the gap between eating healthy whilst also indulging in the things I like very much. So I tell you a good trick that works for me. I'll go get like frozen wild salmon. Okay, frozen. Okay, if you get to the butchers and get fresh salmon, good for you. But nobody has time for that, and Costco is too far from me. So frozen wild salmon, get it, season it with a sprinkle of black pepper, as in the crushed black pepper, white pepper, a bit of paprika, some, if you have what do you call it? Sesame oil. Yeah, sesame oil. Sesame oil, a touch of salt, put it in the oven. Make a spinach salad. Baby spinach, throw in some red onions. If you have a sprinkling of cabbage, a little bit on there, some croutons, okay? And then add the vinaigrette, some chips on the side. Easy, super healthy, okay? If I'm not gobbling on cake, those are the foods. But if you really want to know about food options, check Nicola. Nicola is the person who is making full food content. So go see Nicola. She'll help you out, okay? Paula, welcome to the stream. Great to have you. Hey there, Paula, okay? So, yeah, so Tatiana, catch Nicola. She has a food channel. She makes the food. So Gladys says, Lollipop says, Gladys, I see a video from a Ghanaian funeral the other day on Facebook. Whoo! Lollipop. What did you see? Whew, Lollipop, don't make me faint, okay? Because funerals from my side of the world are very, very dramatic. They will shock you and they will make you faint a little bit. Okay, so what do you want to know, my dear? Lollipop. Yeah? If you... maybe if you... They were throwing water over what? The dead or the people? Which one? Were they throwing water? Tatiana, I said Tatiana, Tabitha, we do eat, okay? And actually, don't feel guilty. I think the Western version, including your Americans, are like, after the funeral, you have this light bites. You have you have sandwiches and snacks. And look, my people don't play. Don't serve a Ghanaian sandwiches. Like, what is that? We are talking jollof rice and all the goodies. Like, we're talking, they're throwing down the southern home-cooked colored greens and the mac and cheese. Like, I'm talking that style of food, okay? So our people, they will cry like there is no tomorrow. And after you've been left over there in the dirt, they're gonna come home. They're just gonna eat, okay? That's all. Yep. Yep, and I'm not exaggerating. In fact, our I don't know why I'm laughing. Our sort of funerals, they are just as dramatic as you see them. Like when people are crying, because okay, let me stop the laugh and bring you something informative and educational. Okay, our funerals are very, very expressive. They are animated, they're expressive. I find that in Europe or this part of our world, people are more like composed and all gathered with their grief. No, 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 no. We are not about that. Like, I'm not going to stand here and let grief gather me. There is nothing to gather here. I'm throwing it all down and I'm rolling on the floor like I'm not kidding. Especially close family members, okay? And where I come from, our community is very, we live in a communal sort of society where when we say it takes a village, and I mean it's a village. Like if someone passes in a home, the entire community is part of the process, the funeral arrangement. So there's no this thing where somebody is uninvited. Like people will fight each other if anyone was told you are uninvited. Like we don't do that where I come from. Like at funerals, nobody cares about what drama you had in your life. You show up for the funeral. So it sort of encourages unity and community building even in death. Because of that, our funerals are very, very expressive and very animated. And it is also like very open, like the closed casket thing is not very known where we come from. We do open caskets. Okay, the casket is open. Everybody, like the strangers want to come and file past. I think all of that is also, now we recognize, is also part of the transition and coping for the family, the living, if you like. Because we would keep, when someone passes, if they are not Muslim, Muslims are different. But if they are not Muslim, it's not unusual to keep the body in the morgue for months and months, okay? And then eventually the funeral happens. And keeping the body in the morgue for months and months is sort of cultural, just so that like there's a befitting funeral that is planned, assumably for the dead. And so when the day comes, all the customs that are surrounding the dead is more so for the living to be able to come to peace and accept the loss that they have experienced. So there is open crying. We mean people will cry and fall down and roll over. It's okay. We are okay. And we are prepared for that. And yeah, it happens. But after all of that happens, believe me, after burial, we are having takeaways. Like after the burial, the rest of it feels like a Thanksgiving. And I don't mean that in a disrespectful way. It's just to bring you the visual of what it looks like. There is so much food. People eat and take the rest home. Like, it's like we've done our bit. And considering the fact that the loved ones would have had months and months and months to prep for the funerals. And it's also the coming to terms process. So by the time you are buried, it's like it's not a shock anymore. Painful, yes. Still like grieving, yes. But it still doesn't stop people from kind of just enjoying the rest of life. So yeah, after the burial, there is like Thanksgiving style celebration where there is food and everybody eats, and yeah, and that's really so. Yeah, you know what, the drinking and the eating is all part of the process anyway, where we come from. That Tapeta saying over here in America, you'll be lucky if your neighbor offers you help, and that's the part of this world that I still struggle to understand, because that is very, very new to me. I said the whole concept of individualistic family values and people living for themselves. I don't understand that, because where I come from, even excuse me, like, in want of a better description, the madman on the streets never dies alone. Okay, he dies with the community supporting him. Like, people will come out. There is dignity in the community, because then the living sort of feel like, if we desert this person to go on their own, first of all, the dead can't bury themselves, right? So it reflects poorly on our society if we don't help this defenseless person who has given up the ghost. And that's the sort of culture we come from. So I have never known in my culture one person attending a funeral. Like, what is that? But I've seen it here. In my former life as a support worker, we have clients who passed and their families will literally not show up. And that's okay. And it happens. So, yeah. I just hope that whatever our feelings are, we live amongst each other with so much love to give and to share, and hopefully to receive that. That's all. Okay? Lollipop, you were the one at a funeral lately. Were you laughing? Oh, Lord. The story of the man who ends up at the wrong funeral and goes, oh, he looks so young. Oh, Lord. Tapeta says, out of all my neighbors, I keep the one recovering from a heart issue, the one across from me who works at the tire shop, and the ones, I mean, Tapeta, you still have some neighbors. The rest I will gladly replace with Nicola, Gladys, and Tatia. You know what? I'm with you, Tapeta. Sometimes my neighbors watch me, so I don't want to tell on them. But yeah, I have some good neighbors. I have some good... You guys have seen me kind of interact with my neighbors. But yeah, a bit like Tapeta, we don't have the... All of them don't have the same vibe. And in fact, the ones I interact with are not my immediate neighbors. That should say something. They are not my... They are neighbors, but not the immediate one that surround me. But that is just by the way, my people. It's nearly 3 p.m., okay? Let's all say a prayer for Tatiana and her family as they make their way to Alaska. We pray for traveling mercies for them, God's grace and protection, so they have a great time. Come back soon with so much happiness and memories to behold, okay? For the rest of us who will not be making any travel plans. You are not, Tatiana says, I am not a social bag, but I'm good at knowing the neighbors. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you, Sarah. So, yeah, Tatiana, go have a good time. Please don't come back on the live, okay? Go to Alaska, switch off your phone. We will miss you, but we appreciate you enjoying your family time over there so that you can come back with fresh eyes and good news for us. Because if you join us whilst you're gone, it will be like we already know it, okay? But if you see a moose and it's chasing you, come back and tell us. Not that I wish a moose will chase you. That won't be good for your knees. Tatiana. For the rest of us who will not be making travel plans, let's gather back here tomorrow, okay? For the new friends who are all here, James, Sarah, and all the rest of you in the chat, thank you for your time, your attention, and stopping with us. We love you. I appreciate your support. Back to baking. Enjoy baking, and keep spreading some love. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.